Welcome to Hypnotic Tracks. I'm Sam Weller and I'm a certified hypnotherapist and I'm the creator of Hypnotic Tracks. Now, the reasons why I've created Hypnotic Tracks are for people that maybe fear hypnosis, or what they think it is, for people perhaps that can't afford the fees that a hypnotherapist may charge, or that they can't get to a practice. Now, I mentioned fear of hypnosis. I just wanted to touch on that for a few minutes. People's perception of hypnosis and hypnotherapy tends to be dominated by stage hypnotism. Now, people then tend to fear it because they think it's about being under or someone having control over them. Now, the shame there is that hypnotherapy is a fantastic technique to help people realize their potential and achieve their goals in life. Now, with stage hypnotism, what you'll find is that there'll be a theatre there perhaps with 300 people. They're all interested in the subject and they think there's a little bit of mystique about it. They're there to see a show. Now, what the stage hypnotist will do, he will give them that show. He'll ask volunteers on stage, maybe 20 or 30 will appear. Now, I'm sure you've seen this before on television. Now, the 20 or 30 that appear on stage, he'll then weed out those that aren't very suggestible. Now, once he's done that, then he's got maybe 5 or 6, 7 people there that are very suggestible. And they'll follow his suggestions, no matter how silly they may appear. Now, as with all shows, it's an illusion. He will appear to be in control, and they'll use music, the hypnotic stare, lights and everything else like that. Now, the problem there is that people go away from that thinking that a hypnotist or hypnotherapist has control over somebody. Now, with hypnotherapy, it's an entirely different process. You work with your client together. Somebody cannot be relaxed with you unless they trust you. You're working together to achieve a state of physical relaxation, because you can't be physically relaxed and anxious at the same time, then on to a state of mental relaxation. Now, once somebody's mentally relaxed, you can then access the subconscious. Now, all that means that you can access their seat of feelings. This empowers people to make the changes in their life that they want to achieve, whatever they may be. So you're helping them to achieve their aims and objectives. Now, the whole process works if somebody wants it to work. You cannot make anybody do anything. You can't make anyone relaxed. You can work with them to help them to achieve what they want to achieve. Now, with Hypnotic Tracks, what I've done here, those downloads are based on 16 years of experience and thousands of inductions. And what I've done there with these tracks is capture the main reasons why people use a hypnotherapist and how a hypnotherapist can help with the main issues. Now, on those downloads, you have an exact replica of a hypnotherapy session, all the same routines, everything else is captured on those downloads. Now, rather uniquely, what I've also included, which I use in my sessions as well, is an arm levitation technique. Now, what's that? Well, that's a test of subconscious reaction. It's actually called the Wahlberg arm levitation technique. Now, what happens there is that I give suggestions once you're relaxed and your right hand floats and your left hand's heavy. That actually means that's a subconscious reaction. We're accessing the subconscious because there's no logical reason why your right hand should float. There's no logical reason why your left hand should feel heavy. But once we're doing that, then you know that the subconscious is being accessed, and that means the suggestions are going to work. And that's very important because it's suggestions that change the feelings, and the feelings are changed to empower you. Now, that's so important to help you achieve what you want to achieve. Now, with these downloads, I'm very keen for anyone that uses them to give me feedback, how you've got on with them, if you enjoyed them, this type of thing. Remember, if the first time you listen to a download, your hand doesn't float, there's no need to worry. Because sometimes it takes maybe 1 or 2 listenings to actually relax, get into it, and sometimes people find it very difficult to relax. So the more you listen to it, the more you're relaxed. And with the hypnotherapy sessions I run with my clients, by about the 3rd session, they're in a very deep state of relaxation. And that is captured on the download. So what's next? Well, to get started and to achieve what you want to achieve, go to this section and pick the download that's most applicable to you, and enjoy your download and the results that'll follow.